think the spark you got from the bench, especially Dinwiddie?
Yeah, I thought the bench was really good there. I think D-Live was the only one to score in the first half, and then in the second half, pretty much the bench took control of that game for us and gave us a spark, which was great to see from Spence being able to deliver, being able to come in and be the first off the bench. I thought he did good in the first half also, being able to, run the offense. But the guys that gave us that spark was off the bench. It was good. They picked up Luka. Luka didn't have a Luka-type game, but we found a way to win.
Jason, speaking of kind of some of those guys off the bench, there's been different guys that have been the first one off the bench in that guard rotation. What are you looking for guys to earn minutes? Guys like Hardy, Q-Dots.
Yeah, they got to be positive. If you're not positive, you're going to have a seat. It's just the name of the game. Got too many guys. And so that's what we're looking for. If you're positive, you play. Nothing's changed since day one. We had guys here last year who were last signed, weren't in the rotation, and they gave us some positive minutes and found themselves as starters. It's just the nature of the game. We're in the business of winning, not feelings. And so you guys can have your opinion about who should be in the game or who should start, but it's about who's playing well, and that's what we're looking for.
Coach, you said it wasn't a Luka-type game, but what does it say about him when he can still have the numbers he put up, even in a game where he's not maybe at his best?
Yeah, he's human, and you saw that tonight, but I thought he really leaned in on his teammates to, be able to create plays and wide open looks. We're not shooting the ball well right now, and, we're getting wide open looks that just haven't gone down, but we got to continue to keep taking those shots. I thought the rhythm of the game was a lot better for us, even on makes, us being able to play with some pace. We got some easy baskets there. I thought Nazi played well. Marshall really played well for us. I thought, again, him and Q were really good. You can see that they're getting a little bit more comfortable and giving them a little bit more minutes, out there on the floor, but only helped them.
Speaking of easy baskets, PJ had a nice bounce back, and it seemed like some transition baskets really helped get him going.
Yeah, I think one of our strengths, if we can get out and run, we got athletes who can finish, and I thought, PJ is that, guy that can bring it and go coast to coast, but also he can be on the other side of lobs or playmaking. And so I thought his intent of the ball touching the paint was really high tonight, and we're going to need that again here less than 24 hours.
When Luka doesn't have it going, how much is your coaching or game planning changed throughout the game, or does it just kind of stay throughout the flow?
Yeah, it's just a flow game, just understanding that he's not going to be perfect every night. And so being able to, lean on Kai, I thought Clay, again, had some great looks, knocked him down. We even put him in the post to post him up a couple times. So just, again, right now we are trying to get a relationship with everyone. We had some guys out for training camp. So this is kind of like we got to let, some guys run through, and we're going to maybe look at times where we're not defending or we're not scoring, but we got to see how guys respond in different situations, and that's why he played 82 games. But I thought the group rallied around Luka tonight. He didn't have his best, but the other guys stepped up, and again, we're going to need that throughout the season.
How were you guys able to bounce back on the boards after Utah had 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter?
Yeah, they had 10 at half. We talked about it. They're all going to crash. And so just to understand, we got to get better at rebounding the ball. And that's just something that right now we're not doing well. It matches our shooting. And so hopefully we can get both of those, fixed here going forward.
Coach Kidd, when looking at the minutes that Clay and Luka share the floor together, what have you liked so much about that tandem so far through 3 games?
Clay's getting wide open looks. I thought to start the quarter, Clay gets a wide open 3. And so I think for Luka, he's got to get used to Clay, and Clay has to get used to him. And again, we talked about that before the game, the relationship, it takes time. They're not going to make every shot, but the quality of shot, if we can get those type of shots when you're wide open, we will live with the results. And so as the minutes go up between those two, I can only see that relationship getting better.
Coach, at the beginning of the game, when you try to get somebody going, how much of that is what the defense gives you versus a game plan going into the start of it?
Yeah, it's all on what the defense is going to give you. And right now they're not trapping Luka. They're just ready. And so we gotta get better at the reds. to get someone going, it's sometimes you got to be unselfish. You got to give yourself up to get someone else going. And if you can get other guys going, the game becomes really simple. And so right now, we're not shooting the ball. We're getting quality looks. We're just not knocking them down right now. And it's early, and it happens. But if we get these shots all season, we believe that, we're going to be one of the best offensive teams in the league.
Kid, what have you liked about Lively's offensive kind of prowess now, not just catching lobs, being able to be a lot more comfortable finishing in and around the rim?
Yeah, the league has taken the lob away. The league has taken the lob away from us, and so looking at him being able to offensive rebound and then also being able to have the little jump hook with both the left and right is something that we can go to. And the dump offs have been really good for him, and he's got great hands and his ability to finish. And again, Luka didn't have it going, but he created space for D-Live, and the dump offs were great tonight.
What would you say these teams are doing to take away the lob so far through these 3 games?
It's easy. Stand everybody in the paint and dare us to shoot. As you can see, we're getting wide open looks. As we got to continue to keep knocking those down. They're going to take the lob away, so we have to be able to shoot the ball straight. If we don't, it becomes one of these type of nights where we have to grind it out defensively.
Thank you.
Thanks.